Hey, Kiequest here. So, I have been able to keep up my constant upload now, at a constant, you know, about every day, not always every day. And it's actually quite nice for me. Just because it's like, I've shown that I have a work ethic and that I'm keeping with it. Um, so, before we get too far in here, I was, reading up on YouTube and what they suggest to do with things, and one of the things they say is to request that your viewers like, comment, and subscribe. And I've been writing it at the end of the videos. Some of you may have seen, some of you may not have seen. But anyway, so please do that if you're willing to. Feels a little bit, I don't know, beggy. It's not something I usually do, but um, you know, it's just I want to get more traction, and it's one of the things that people do to expand outward, I guess. So other than that, they also suggest, on the YouTube creator pages, they're like, hey, be more personable, tell them about yourselves more. And I don't know um, if that actually helps. I think what they're assuming you're going to do is do the whole, um, like the draw your life, like Boogie298 did a while ago, as well as um, I think Trump SE did the similar thing, or did the same thing. In fact, it was popular for a while, and it may have helped. I don't know. And at some point I may end up doing that, just because if it brings eyes, like I said, this is I've said before in other videos, this is something that I've wanted to do. So I guess I'll do just a bit of talking about myself, here now. And like maybe what's the goal of my channel or the idea behind it. I thought that'd be kind of interesting to share. Oh no, I feel like I have a cough coming on. Also, I don't know if you guys have been noticing as I'm playing here and talking at the same time, that my area and damage is kind of, well, I don't know, they're still instantly dying, so it's hard to tell if my damage has really increased that much because, well, they were instantly dying before, and now they're instantly dying more. But the area is much larger. Like if I do it without my thing, it's only about that large. But endurance charge is the thing. Without my endurance charge, it's only about that large. But when I have endurance charges, it gets much bigger. It's not, you can't really see it that well in the cave, but it is covering quite a large area and stuff like that. Yeah. Talking about myself first, or talking about the channel at least. So the idea is it took the first part of my name, which is Keeper, and Quest, because I wanted the idea of, gaming as going on an adventure as such, because you're always in a new world, new land, different stories, different things like that. And, I just wanted to bring along people to watch as I do these adventure things. A little corny, but this is the general idea. And then I like the idea of, to some degree, like, if anyone like especially while if I get bigger, it may not be able to be something that you can keep up with because you just end up following trends anyways. But, if there's any particular game, it would be a request maybe from my audience to play a game as such. It would be kind of like a quest bulletin kind of thing. And then you guys would be like, hey, play this. Here's your quest to go play this game. It's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. and I'll just go through and show it to everyone, and how I play it in my own particular style. That was the thought process behind it. And that's the, I figured that also having a kind of a name like that is more stay worthy. It's more like kind of a thought out name, because some of these names people pick out, it's like it feels almost random, or like they weren't completely thinking it through and they made it and they get stuck with it for like ever. And so I wanted to think of a name that wasn't too embarrassing to say, even though it is a little bit, having to say, welcome to Kiequest, but also something that had some type of meaning behind it, you know. And so, when I think of the possibility of people I can, making requests, or each time I play a new game, it's kind of just a new adventure, going out and doing things. And if you're making requests and saying, hey, play this, then it's something more of a um, uh, uh, on a quest board, it'd be a bulletin post. And so you guys are just kind of like fellow adventurers or fellow people who just, if there was a guild in real life, you might request someone to fix the plumbing, and then you get a plumber who hopefully is a good one, come and fix the pipes or whatever. Of course, hopefully the guild has some type of vetting and can match processes. Obviously, YouTube doesn't have. I mean, it does have some vetting, obviously, because it's not like anyone can get super popular on YouTube, but you have to present the right everything. And well, I'm working on it. They say you spread via social media, certain things. So I've opened up a Twitter, I've opened up a Parlor, and I'm posting there. And I've made a Reddit. Although where I want to post is like on art gaming, and they in particular have rules like, oh, you can only have 10% of your posts here. I'm like, oh, so that means I have to post 10 posts before I can put one post up, something like that. And it's like understandable, but it's like if I just want to talk about the game and mention my channel with it at the same time, I guess, and I would only do something like that like once a day. Whereas I think they're trying to control the spam of people posting constantly for it. It's understandable. It's one of those areas where you are kind of, well, not between a rock and a hard place, but because it's just like something you have to put up. But I can imagine for they don't want to stop people from promoting, but the problem is they have so many people to probably promote, because almost everyone wants to do this YouTube stuff nowadays. In fact, I was asking one of the Kiequest people, Pedguin, and he went ahead and answered my questions. Like, oh, I was like, hey, what did you do when you started up to, spread around and stuff like that? And he's like, I started 10 years ago when it was easy. And it's like, oh, thanks. And maybe he was, I don't know if he was the best person to ask. Maybe it was just because, um, he might have gotten endorsed by the Oxcast and maybe exploded that way. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Okay, so now that we've gotten to that point, there's supposed to be a. Did I already defeat the? There's a unique that always spawns in here, and I don't know if I fought him yet. You know. Anyways, we did the side quest here. to free the ghost. So now then we've got to do these quests, enter them. I'm gonna go back and get my points because it's kind of a good point to do it at, and then push in my other point because this side quest gives you a passive point, so it's a good point to go ahead and do that. And then after I do that, I'm gonna here. When you use a loot filter, you can oftentimes it will to some degree. I think the filter blade one that I use will detect what kind of items I'm using, so it'll try to make ones that I don't want like smaller, or that it thinks I don't want smaller, so that way it doesn't clutter my screen as much. Oh yeah, we don't need accuracy. No accuracy needed. And that doesn't have enough life for me to care, so I'm gonna go ahead and nope. No, okay. Well, now that I also got these extra points, I'm gonna send these points, and then I'm going to end the video right after I sign up. And I'm gonna say, you know, wait, before I do that, where do I want to go? Oh, I was going, okay, yeah, here, and here. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to say, please like, comment, subscribe for more future gaming videos, and I'll see you next time.